Accessing files.
We got fire?
We are back, and guess what? Episode 3.
Oh my god.
Episode 3. That is an accomplishment.
It
3.
is.
I can't even do it. I said 3.
Uno,
I get my
dos,
fingers right.
tres.
3. And we got the homie here finally. It only took 3 episodes. It only took 3 episodes, but
Hey,
it's
man.
here.
Hey,
It's
I was
here.
sick. No coronavirus, but
Oh,
I was sick.
hey.
I was sick the last episode. You know what I'm saying?
So how are we going to start this?
Introductions?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's cute.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Q.
Hi.
This is
Pryme.
Hi, Pryme.
Hi, Miz. Oh, that's Miz. Oh, wait. And there's Roland.
Hi, Roland.
He's in focus now too.
Oh, yeah, you can
That's
see
good.
him. He's not
He's
fuzzy.
in
Yeah,
focus.
last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And welcome to Intervention. This is the Intervention. Let us talk.
Random Chaos Podcast.
Yes.
All right, so what we doing?
All right, so we're doing an icebreaker.
Okay.
Okay, so this is just to get the creative conversational juices moving.
Okay.
So it's really easy. I'm going to say a word.
She said juices. Just want to point that out.
No, don't say pause. Oh my
nah,
God.
No, we can't say pause.
I,
I'm going to say a word. You say whatever comes next. Whoever doesn't think of something within 2 seconds loses. You're
Oh
out.
my god.
great.
You ready?
Oh, man.
Okay. Everybody ready? You ready
Yeah.
at home? Okay. Ready? I'm going to start here. I'm going to go around. Ready? Jock.
Young.
Blue.
Red.
Twin.
people.
I was going to say, you cut it close.
That
You
was
cut
tough.
it close.
That was a tough one. You gonna say twin? Whoa, what?
All right. Bun.
B.
Liquid.
Water.
Turbo.
Charge.
Addy.
Wait, what's that? Eddie? Eddie?
You're out. You're out. That's
Wait, it was Addy or Eddie?
Addy.
Oh,
Addy, like
Pop-
ADD?
like Pop Smoke, like Addy, like Addy. You just learned that word. Yo, she just learned that word.
I just
That's
learned
not fair.
that
Addy?
I had to break that down
I'm
to
sorry.
her.
You out. You out. You
Subtracty.
That's my new vocab word for the week.
Yeah, I knew he was going.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Draco.
Malfoy.
Corona.
Virus.
Megan.
Oh god.
Ow. Oh my God. You're back in.
Wait,
ready?
you talking to me?
You know it's talking to
Oh.
All right. You ready? Mike.
Jackson.
Kim.
Kardashian.
All right. That's all I got, y'all.
Oh, all right, man, I should have been first. I don't know. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, wait, Addy or Eddie? I was gonna say
Now,
my
if this
word.
was a real house game, somebody would have been doing shots by now. So
Well, I would have been a timeout moment. Timeout, Addy, subtracty. I mean, if I never heard Addy, so we subtracty, multiply, whatever, you know.
oh my God. So that was
All
a good
right, so
intro
you
to your.
Yeah, you said
Topic.
Corona, and I naturally said, well, I shouldn't have said naturally say virus, but all right. So of course we cannot start this podcast without going into the most major global topic right now, coronavirus. And so, what it started in China, and I think it has like a death rate of 2%, maybe something.
Probably. I think last time it was like 3.2.
Yeah, like 3%. And keep in mind, people, there is over 1 billion people in China, and people are freaking out. Now, I did do some research. I gotta use my phone for this, but the coronavirus is from a family of viruses. Coronidae. Hold on, let me just get my facts straight. Hold on, bear with me.
Phoned and timed out.
Yeah, yeah. It's wow. Where is it?
He gotta get He gotta
Here we
get
go.
deep with it. You gotta put some Morgan Freeman voice on when you say this.
Nah.
SARS is
Narration.
a coronavirus. Coronaviridae. It's a family of viruses that causes disease in mammals and birds. I got that from ASAP Science. It's a YouTube channel. Check that out if you get a chance. The big risk factors are those who have compromised or weakened immune systems. 40,000. Keep this in mind as well. 40,000 people passed from the flu last year alone. From the flu. So before you freak out about the coronavirus, stay focused on the flu too.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
Yeah. So a lot of things are coming up. I mean, I guess recently now it's on the East Coast now. It's spread.
It's in Camden County.
Yeah, it's pretty much here.
Camden County.
So
Yeah.
and I think worldwide, did they say? I think don't get me the line there. Well, in the States, 12 people passed away. Think that might be right. And I think, and then worldwide, I think it was like 2. See, I have my facts. It's not worldwide. I think it was like 3,000 people or something like that. I gotta check my facts. Don't quote me on, but it's not high. But the media is really like putting people in a frenzy. Now I know their job is to bring attention and give you the worst case scenario. But Jesus Christ, I mean, people are like freaking out, like and to the point where like I've read like. Here's another thing. I've seen, I guess, in New York and various other places that Asian Americans have become targets of xenophobia, bigotry, things of this nature. Now, listen, they're Asian Americans. They're here, and this is not even a reason to be prejudiced against anyone on this planet, but they're here with you. What they got to do with what came from China? I mean, of course, that's some of their ethnicity, but they have nothing to do with the virus. The virus has no discrimination. If it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you.
That's right.
So,
Where are you these past 2
this is what I'm saying. This is beautiful. The ad-libs is amazing. So, but I saw some things where people were getting beat up.
Oh, really?
Yes, look at it's today actually. Attacked. You name it. People don't want to get away from me, and y'all need to relax out there. Seriously, y'all need to relax.
You mean to tell me they really doing this get away from me stuff? So they really doing this Jeepers Creepers 2, where the monster was on when he was on the bus and he like,
I love that
yo,
movie.
it's the eating and the not eating. So they really doing.
They really
we want
doing
you
that.
off the bus. Get away from me because I'm
really
on Queens
did
in.
do that.
Y'all need to
That's a
relax.
good movie. Watch that. Jeepers Creepers too.
And it just in
Right, what about when the dude was running and he was like, "Stop following me!
Yeah.
Stop following me!"
Get away from me. He wants you. Get away from me. Yo, that people was wild.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, but it just bothers me that in 2020, we are still as primitive as we are with all of this information. Sometimes too much information. I think that's a problem as well. Too much information.
It's over.
And you know, the mind wanders. So I don't know. That's pretty much what I want to say about that. Just relax out there. I mean,
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
I am obsessed with washing my hands. My hands. I'm cool now, but I wash them 1,000 times a day.
If you're sick, stay home.
Yes, please.
Don't come to work. We don't want you to.
And y'all wonder why sometimes my hands be ashy sometimes because I be washing these hands all the time.
All the time.
And I don't want that weekend.
Oh wait, don't do one of these. Turn the water on and do this.
No,
That's
wait,
not
wait,
washing
wait.
your hands.
Wait, I got
that. Don't qualify.
I was told if you say your ABCs when you wash your hands, that's long enough.
Yeah.
So you got to do. You know, actually, of course, I had to think about that when I first tried to. Wait, what? A, B, F. I was skipping all over the place.
Oh my god!
But you give you a hint as to how long.
As washing your hands.
Yeah. Don't be doing no swipe twos. Yeah, no, you got to wash your hands.
You got to be like this,
Yes.
huh. And then you use that good hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, hand sanitizer good, but that little Bath and Body Works that smell good stuff ain't working. You get that stuff that when you put it on your hands, you ain't got to have a cup in your hand that burns.
You know what?
I'll be like,
Oh
yes!
my god!
I don't know how true this is, but I did hear from a nurse that hand sanitizer only works once.
Yes, you can't overuse it. I heard.
Like it doesn't. Like I guess.
I think that's only if it's antibacterial because your body gets used to the antibacterial.
Yeah, like they were saying that I guess the effective rate,
antibacterial
like you can only use
agent,
it like, but so many
if
times.
If it's alcohol, you're good because alcohol is alcohol. Alcohol is going to kill anything as many times as it needs to.
Okay.
They were probably talking about when it has like an antibacterial agent in it.
Whoops.
Yeah.
All right, so
you schooling me on coronavirus, bro, because I told you, man, I don't know much about it. Only thing I really know about it, and listen, I might sound like this, but only thing I know about
I think you're gonna say, please.
I know about the Corona that you drink.
Oh my God! And you're the rest of that's what everybody else was.
And I know this. I don't want it. And I know it's in South Jersey now. I know I don't want it.
I hope
You
we are
don't
beyond the
want
point.
it like you don't want the flu.
You doing right. I don't want nothing.
Right.
Well, fortunately,
I don't want a cold.
What
Right.
did you say? The Simpsons predicted this?
Yes.
Coronavirus.
Yes, the Simpsons
predicted everything.
They
predicted.
did.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
It's
The
documented.
coronavirus.
They predicted
all of
the
it.
president we have now.
Yes.
The coronavirus.
Look it up. Look it
A
up.
few other things they
Facts.
predicted. Yeah.
Facts.
Documented.
All right. So, well, since we're talking about president.
There's probably experts looking through the Simpsons
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
Now they
Definitely.
should.
They probably like,
Sure.
yo,
What's
what
that?
happens
Future
when a
gems.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? What happened in
Mr.
season
Burns and
22?
Smithers?
Speaking of the
Everybody's Googling The Simpsons now.
yeah. Speaking of the president, several times within the past, what is this? This is March. Year, I guess before the new year too. I have been baited into political conversations
Like what?
and debates. Like, I don't know what about me signifies that I am the most politically.
You represent
I
everyone.
don't know, man. When I do look at you, man, I look at a man that said "Make America Great Again." Man.
Oh, hey, don't put me in that category. Hey, that was him saying that.
Wait, I
Hey,
didn't look at your hat for a minute.
Hey,
What did it say?
no, my hat says Polo and something else. I can't read this. Ralph Lauren, something, whatever. Yeah. So I have been baited into these conversations. I don't know if I want to go. I guess I could go into a short. We had went to. We went away.
Mm-hmm.
We was in the pool room, like us, getting changed whatever.
I
Guy.
was wondering why you was in there so long. I got a little
Yo,
scared. He was in there for a
Well, I
minute.
wish you'd have came in.
I thought about it. I was like,
Yo, it was
I gotta
crazy.
check on him.
So
He's been there for a while.
I'm put my sneaks on, and all of a sudden I hear somebody's voice from the back go, "Yeah, they just trying to make us hate each other." I was like, I'm looking around like, wait, and I know he was talking to me. He's like, yeah, he said, he's doing the best he can, and he's also trying to, he's also doing well with he just kept it. He kept it at that.
He kept it at the pronoun
And he's
game.
trying to, and he's also trying to help with prison reform. And I'm like, okay,
Because he was referring to Trump.
right, but he
conveniently
without doing
Without
that,
saying his
which is fine. If that's
left
who you,
out the actual
if that's
name.
you know what I mean, like if that's who you vote. I have friends from all walks of life, Republicans, Democrats, whatever. That does not change the view I have of you. If I know you, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's the world we live in, man. People are
Right.
just
I
sensitive,
don't
man.
care. But now we're talking about a total stranger though coming at me.
in the bathroom.
Right.
In the
Yes.
men's room.
I
Yes.
hope that wasn't peeing. I hope we were
Nah, it was just weird because it's just like I felt like there was some guilt behind that. I don't know why. Because like I said, if that's who you voted for, fine. I don't.
Well, who? It was just you and him in the bathroom.
Yes.
And, he
And
said
I was
they
trying
wanted
to
hate
hear him
each
get the hell
other?
about it. It was what?
He was just saying they just want us to hate each other.
Right. That's what he started. He randomly said that first. And then, like I said, we got into the prison reform. And I was like, okay, cool. I mean, you could take that several ways when people start prison reform and there's layers to that conversation. I'm like, so is that supposed to be like I'm supposed to be cool because some of my homies who ain't home right now, he's trying to help them? Or I don't know why he threw that out
You're trying
there.
to say he assumed that you would be sympathetic because you most likely know people in the prison system.
Right. But again,
Because it's you.
right, because it's me. But again, I'm saying, you have to keep in mind, I don't know this person and I don't know what they're thinking. Okay,
Right.
and so that's why I said politics can be a layered conversation. So I just sat there and said, yeah, oh, okay, cool. I was listening.
Right.
I was processing the information, but I could see where there was cue points where he wanted me to
Tag on.
interject.
Yeah.
And
Tag
I can't. I'm not a political.
Yeah.
I know enough about it to make an informed decision for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the guy to go. That's just not my thing. And that's not to badmouth anybody who that's their thing. Politics is their thing. That's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But I'm saying me, for some reason, I must send out the signals that I have all of this political information and I'm ready to debate. which I'm not.
It always happens to you though, man.
I know.
we was out, well, not even political. We was out one time and this guy just started talking to Pryme about football. Probably about the Falcons and the Saints. And
oh man,
we just like we mess with him all night, but it's always somebody coming to the Pryme trying to start a conversation with you.
It's
like
right.
a debate conversation.
Now again, it's certain vibe I'm cool with. I like when people try to pick my brain. I'm cool with that. But certain vibes be off sometimes, and I just kind of steer away from certain vibes. Not everybody,
right?
But I don't mind having a conversation where somebody's trying to pick my brain because I'm going to try to pick your brain too. That's fine. But as he said, he is my witness. Like randomly, people do that. I do not know why.
Like,
so,
who would Pryme over there talking to?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's
take a little nice out. Maybe that man in the bathroom just wanted to tell you that listen, brother, I love you. Maybe he want to tell you that. Listen, they try to make us hate each other. In other words, I love you, brother. Okay?
Yeah, but he not giving me a hug with
some swimming trunks.
With some swimming trunks with no shirt on. That's not happening, cousin.
On a slippery floor.
Yeah, not happening.
They put their hands on you. Look.
Yeah, not happening.
But politics is one of those things, man. Like a lot of people don't know how to. You're right. They don't know how to come at you. But then again, a lot of people that want to have that conversation are open-minded enough to have the conversation appropriately because they don't know how to accept that. Opinions is like assholes. Everybody has their own one, and they want you to look at it from their standpoint. If you don't look at it from their standpoint, you got issues. I see people erase people on Facebook and all kind of social media and stuff like that because of who they believe in, because they want to vote for Trump. I done seen people not be friends no more because of this stuff.
I've seen that too. I've seen that too.
You know who you are if you watch this. I was at my my buddy's house the other month, and I was looking for the recycle bin, and I was like, yo, where you put your recycle? And he looked at me and said, recycle? You want to recycle? You probably voted for Elizabeth Warren. See? I'm like, bro, I just wanted to put this in recycle.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's
too much. It's too much.
For
it's too much.
Yeah, it's just like,
he's super anytime you can compare recycling to your political, you're definitely passionate about.
There was some alcohol involved, but
right.
Well, that's what that's what the truth comes out.
Yeah, right.
Couple Coronas, wasn't it?
Couple Coronas.
Punchline message.
Message.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you think? I mean,
I avoid politics.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Especially only amongst people I know for sure. For like me and you get into it,
politically.
No, conversationally about politics.
Oh, I was
get
going
into
to say,
God.
Yeah.
But not at work or anything like that. Like people try to pull you in, and I just can't. Yeah.
Y'all do? Let's go right now. Round one. Ding, ding, ding. Get him. I'm going for you, Q. Get him.
Oh, yeah.
I know you be serving him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rob, but she be serving you on the.
Well, see, she has the ability to remember each fact in detail. My problem is I have no proof.
Yeah, I need receipts.
I have right.
And
it's like the stuff happens and I know it does, but I can't remember when it happens. And that's how she gets me. And she'll go down to detail. I'm like, nope, I don't remember. I don't have proof, and I don't. And if things do happen, they occur. But when it's time for me to show the proof that they occur, I can't remember a damn thing.
Well,
so
I'm like with Q. You know, I don't talk about politics or nothing like that. Somebody having a politics conversation, all the talking I do is just
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Politics and like what's the word I'm looking for? Let's keep it in politics, man. You know what? Religion and race. I don't talk about that.
No,
Only amongst us, I would do it. But if we out in a crowd of people, I'm not gonna sit there. I'll be like, nah, man, because people get real.
Oh yeah.
It's a touchy situation. When you say the wrong thing, and then you got somebody, they want to be preaching and all this stuff, and it's like, all right, man, listen.
There's also the reverse too. There's been times I've been at social events with, I'll say, employment. And then you hear things, tequila starts flowing, you start hearing certain, they forget I'm in the room. And then it's like, then you have to kind of like, all right, well, I'm going to just make my exit, you know? So there's always the reverse too. Other people get into it and they forget you're there, and then you have to deal with that situation too.
Nah, they ain't dragging me into this. Listen, I be sitting there Kermit the Frog style. Like, so what you think? I don't think nothing.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Sip the tea.
Well, and like I said, politics and race are kind of interchangeable. They're kind of work together. Like I said, you can really have a layered, coded conversation with just politics. It's because somebody say, "Oh, I'm a Republican." Oh, okay, I know what you. Are you Democrat? Oh, all right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's why I said I just avoided altogether, man.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
That's
But like
the
I
best
said,
bet.
Coming from me, I don't care what you do.
Yeah. So now, if you're in the same boat too,
Mm-hmm.
look for cues to get out of them conversations, man. Because trust me, it's gonna get heated if you're not ready for it.
Especially if you ain't
Trust me.
strong enough to
Wait,
hold
down
your
in
own.
Florida recently, there was a guy that actually like killed his boss because they got into an argument over Trump. I remember that. That was like a month ago. Like that's extreme. Like that's why you should avoid that at work at all costs. Like just
I
leave
can
it
say
be.
people not friends, people don't
Yeah.
talk anymore. Like I say, I got love for whoever you vote for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your personal choice. It's your amendment right. So whatever.
Well, since we're on the kind of the topic of race, you had.
So hot topic on the gossip charts. I'm sorry, I'm a female, so I'm bringing in the entertainment
Oh
stuff.
man. Hey.
Kim Kardashian is rocking the braids again.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Okay.
Her daughter actually performed at one of those music festivals, Little Northwest.
Okay.
But the hot topic was that Kim came with the matching, braided hair, and people were a little upset about it. They said that she's basically using the culture to basically still put herself, in the light. So I just was curious, like, from a guy's perspective. I know how females feel, but
Right.
like from a guy's perspective, like.
Well,
What is the braids?
what is the context? See, now last time when she
And
did,
then we have a newcomer because Roland doesn't get it. So Roland doesn't get it.
well, my thing was when she did the braid thing last year or the year before, she had said I got the Bo Derek braids.
Right,
And
she
that's
repeated
where
that.
everybody flipped out. Like Bo
Right.
Derek is not the originator of braids. We
Yes.
all know where braids come from.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
So now this time, I don't really, from what you're telling me, from the context, I don't see nothing wrong with her rocking the braids if she's just rocking the braids. Now, if she's doing it like she did before and giving somebody credit that really,
Well, she said this time she knows what the actual name of the braid is. So she's, she's not stealing anybody's culture or anything like that. So.
The light wins.
Technical difficulty.
Okay, wow.
light went out. I guess that's a
Is that a sign?
that's a sign for us to speed up the conversation. But yeah,
Well, just to bring Roland up to speed, the thing is that our culture has been used a lot to kind of put forward.
No, it's probably on the timer.
Put forward a lot of people, like rap for instance. Rap used to be like a very negative thing, and now you have big time companies making millions of dollars off of rap music, hip hop culture, clothing. So from a female perspective, a female of color, we've been wearing braids since forever, since we were born.
Right.
But it's always been, they actually had to make laws in New York so that women could wear their natural hair to work and not get discriminated against. So then to have a celebrity come out and just get, props like, she looks so wonderful and why haven't we always been doing this, and, this style, and she looks gorgeous, and the ass and all that stuff like that. This has been us forever, so why do you get credit for that?
Right.
Continuously.
Right.
I was
So,
gonna say, normal female probably there's not normal guy gonna be like, oh, look at Kim Kardashian. Woo, girl, you probably didn't see the hair. Listen, I ain't looking at the hair, I'm looking at the, but I preferably don't care how she rock her hair. She can rock.
Right.
If she had an afro, she can rock an afro. I don't care.
Well, that's why I said, like, for this specific point that you're making it in this point in time versus the last one. The last one I could understand because she tried to dish that off to somebody who had just ended up wearing it as a statement from somebody else, but never gave them the credit. So, but in this case, she's just rocking the braids. She's rocking the braids.
I'm gonna give her credit this time because I think she was actually just trying to match her daughter's hair. Her daughter had braids.
Well,
too.
anybody got a picture of this? Can we bring this up so I can see this?
This is news to me.
I mean, I guess we could Google it. I mean,
It's fine.
all right, so let's just keep it moving on. Fear of success.
Ooh.
Fear of success. I can say that now that I'm a lot older, I'm not old, but I'm a lot older with a lot more confidence in myself than I had previously, or let me say this even better. I understand myself a lot better than I did before, and so I of course I have dreams, but certain times certain things hold you back. You hesitate because I don't know. God could be giving you the sign that this is the step you need to make, or you need to go here, you need to travel to this place, and for whatever reason, you're afraid to elevate to the next level, And I remember certain things as a kid. I didn't want to take those steps. I wanted to, but I didn't. And I kept holding myself back. I was in my own way. Kept tripping over on my own feet.
There's also self-sabotage, too.
Right. And yeah. I don't think I was self-sabotage, but because I always had a motive to work. But for some reason, I just fell short. I just kept right short of that line. I just did not cross the line. But now, because I have I'm armed with a lot more information about myself. I'm still scared to death about evolving because I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know what's through that door. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a lot stronger as far as the choices. I'm behind myself. Like, go ahead, let's do it. Whatever happens, God didn't put me in a situation for no reason. So let's go. That's how I feel. Like I said, that's not to say that I'm still not afraid. I am absolutely afraid, but it's different. It's a different feeling. Like
it's more knowledge of self now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You evolve as a person. Yeah.
I think I'm more afraid of. It's not the success part. It's the image of success. I think.
Okay.
I think it's more the fact that what I'm saying. Like some people look at you like you are successful and you're not successful. If I'm gonna be successful, I'd rather be successful and put myself in a better position.
Right.
I think more of than me having the perception of I'm successful. Right. And, I'm saying, I'm still stuck in the same position.
Right.
And then you still got to be in the spot where people want to be successful.
Right.
And they think you're successful. And, like, try to come at you and stuff like that.
No, that's a good point you bring up. I totally went over that. Like, also, success is in the eye of the beholder. So if you already believe you are truly successful with what you're doing, then that's fine. I guess what I meant was, as far as taking bigger steps in my life to make, to build things,
why
to
are
legacy.
You doing that?
Huh?
I mean, it's like the question is what we can, but why kind of aren't we doing that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Right.
So I mean, as far as no, that makes sense.
Okay.
I was just saying, like, from the point that Miz was making, I absolutely believe I'm successful, but I meant like life-changing things, like taking trips to certain places or being able to, I don't know, like, I wish I could think of a good example. But as far as me being an everyday, evolving human being, always wanting to learn, yes, I'm successful in that. Like, I'm wanting to grow and learn. But things that may take certain risks, I was afraid before.
And I am the first man to be... Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, this is all live. It's all live. We just
bear with us.
Bear with us. Technical difficulties.
Talk to him.
No, we got about a minute.
Oh well, yeah. So anybody else?
But yeah. I had so much more to talk about this particular subject yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, well, because the clock is on our neck. So.
Yeah, it is. But we can continue this.
Yeah.
The next podcast.
Yeah.
We do have a 30-minute limit here.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
Success.
So
I want the money in the cars.
I ain't afraid of that.
No,
I ain't either.
I honestly, over fame,
Are you?
Fame or money? I want the money. I'm gonna be honest. Like fame is. I want to be able to go to ShopRite when I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like go to the store.
No, hold up.
You
I
know
want
what
to
I
be
mean?
famous in Europe and be normal here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
That'll
a good
work.
point.
That'll work
Famous
too.
in Europe.
That'll work too.
I want to be able to.
South
I want to be able
America.
to have the money, and nobody knows I have the money.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
That's
or,
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like nobody know I'm famous. Like I get what you say when you. I remember one time you was like, I just want to be the person behind the scenes.
Right.
And as much as I like the spotlight sometimes, man, I do appreciate like being that person just like on the low. Like I don't mind being in the spotlight, but I also realize I want to be on the low, man. I'm like, I want to be that person where you just don't know what the hell I got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm successful my own way, and you just don't know how successful I am. You just realize that something about you.
Right. Yeah.
True.
Quiet success. Humble
All right.
success.
Yeah.
I think we're wrap.
All right. So, did you have anything to add?
No, we're on the time.
All right. So we are episode 3, Random Chaos Podcast. Almost couldn't get that.